everybody, Steve, Ular's Cove, Monthly Snakes, whatever. Figured today we would go ahead and introduce you to all my males that I have. We will start with what I think is the biggest, which would be Liam, and just kind of show you what males that I'm working with right now. We'll go over the color morphs and just kind of get a good look at them and see what they look like. We're going to start with one named Liam. Liam is a lavender albino reticulated python. Gorgeous snake too. So we'll go ahead and pull Liam out, hopefully without any kind of issues. This is Liam. Liam gets his name from, I name all of my snakes after Greek mythology, and the first letter of their name is the first letter of their color morph. So him being a lavender, that's where you got the L, and the Greek mythology name Liam. So there you have it. But all in all, he's a really good snake. He doesn't give me too many fits. He's got a freaking beautiful head on him. I don't know if you can see it, but just bright yellow head. And for the most part, yeah, pretty docile snake. I love the white on his pattern, and I think that has a lot to do with the lavender. It's got a little bit of a white phase in it. May be incorrect on that, but that's what we're going to go with. All right, so there is Liam. He's about, yeah, I'm thinking he's probably about 10 feet now, which is a little bit big for the breeders. I don't like to get rid of my snakes, so at a certain point they may pass the breeder point of their existence and just become my buddies. So he is definitely a good friend of mine, and let me know what you think. We'll go ahead and put him back. Usually doesn't give me too bad of fits. Ugh, come on. There you go. All in all, I don't believe I have a really aggressive male. I've got a female that I consider more aggressive than any of my males, and that is, I'm assuming that is a female. We had a little bit of a situation where it may be a male. I haven't had him sexed or her sexed, but it was sold to me as a female by Mark Childers. So if you ever buy a snake from Mark Childers, I highly recommend you have it sexed before you go any further, because she or he did a lot of damage to one of my snakes, and I'll show you which one. But I managed to get it back healthy again and get it fixed up. Next one we're going to visit is Gordius. Gordius is a Sunfire genetic stripe. Come on out, buddy. He just shed yesterday, so his colors are going to be incredible. Again, another male, Sunfire genetic stripe. Let him get into lighting a little bit. Again, a little bit bigger of a breeder. The reason I'm kind of holding on to this guy is he has got one of the hets in him that are not very popular. He is het Riddick. He was purchased from Sunglow Serpents up in, I believe, North Carolina. I forget where they are. But great bunch of people. They breed phenomenal snakes, and they had a lot of genetic stripes in their line, and I'm assuming this is one of their retired breeders that I got from them. But Sunfire genetic stripe. He is probably, I'd say 9 or 10 feet as well. But to me, I love the genetic stripes. I think they have just absolutely beautiful patterns on them. And as you can see, he loves to climb and just get everything in a mess. His name is Gordius, the G genetic stripe. I don't think I have to explain that any further. But another one of my really good males. I actually attempted to breed one of my lavender Goldenchilds with this one, but I don't think she was ready, and I don't know, I don't think he wanted any part of it either. Alright, we'll put him up. Now, most people, well, I say most, several people will separate the rooms between male and female. I've never really had an issue, and it might be because most of my females are not old enough. I believe I just have the one that is old enough to breed. But all my males have really done good. As you can see, Garrus here has left me a little surprise. I just cleaned all of the enclosures this morning, so he decided to go ahead and leave me a little present. This is a Goldenchild tiger, and he just shed as well. He is actually the one I was referring to earlier that got injured really bad. And it was at the point where I thought I was going to lose him. But I managed to actually get to where the wounds were closed up. But, and I'll attempt to show you here in a second. Right here, if you can see, this was all lacerated open. And underneath there was a gash. I really don't understand how he's still here. But what I did is use adhesive stitches and a lot of Neosporin antibiotic, and managed to get him closed up. So very, very happy that he's still around. He is actually another male that way past his, the size for breeding. There again, I really don't like getting rid of him. So he's been such a good snake, and we've kind of created a bond when he got injured. And I just hate to get rid of him. He's got some beautiful iridescence on him. Again, it's a Goldenchilds tiger. The camera, I'm sure, is not doing him any justice as far as the coloration on him. But he's definitely one of my favorites. I think they all are for the most part. But really good snake. Again, a male. I've got females below him, above him. I haven't had any problem. That is subject to change, I'm sure. But as of right now, haven't had any trouble. So, if this is your favorite, go ahead and comment which one is your favorite. We're actually going to pull out a couple of my younger ones and give you an idea of some of the other coloration patterns. Now, you're going to be a booger now, aren't you? Ugh. Alright, that was Garrus, and thank you so much for leaving me the present back there. Next one we're going to go to is Ivan. Ivan is an Ivory, one of my, not my youngest male, but maybe one of my smallest. Give me your big guy. As far as males and my placement as to which ones are my favorite or whatever, I will tell you that every one is my favorite. This one's pretty high up on the list. He is super docile. I love the black eyes. If I can get that in the frame here. To me, they look like little teddy bears. But he's starting to push a little bit, and I'm assuming that he is of age. He's probably 17, 18 months old now, so he is definitely of age to breed. But I have no intentions of breeding him. I've read a lot of kidney issues with the Ivory gene, so I'm not going to go ahead and maybe pass that problem on to another group. And there again, I may be wrong. Look, I'm a collector. I'm not a breeder. I do not buy all my snakes with the intent to breed. I will at some point maybe try to do it. And I've actually got some equipment back for incubation. But I prefer just to collect them and have fun with them. That way their disposition stays the same, and I really don't have much trouble out of them. Again, Ivory. Have you caught on with the first letter of the color morph yet? Super, super snake. Top 2. I will tell you it's top 2 of my favorites. And the number 1 is probably up next, so hold on to your lug nuts. Alright, we're going to put him back in, if we can. Anytime you have a question about your color morphs or any of my snakes that I have, feel free to write that down in the comments, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. I may not have the right answer, but we'll try to find someone who does if I do not. Now, I believe it is time for my last male that I have. His name is Telephus. So, with that said, what is your guess on the color morph? Write it down in the comments. And let's see who's right. Tick-tock, tick-tock. We don't have time for that. Just go ahead and write it down anyway. Come here, big boy. All right, this is probably one of my favorites. This here is a male titanium super tiger. The personality on this snake is unbelievable. He's very, very gentle, very inquisitive. I can open his drawer up and his little eyes will just follow me all through. And he's always eager to come out and get on my shoulders. Not sure if the lighting is going to do him justice, but I'm here to tell you I absolutely love the titanium gene. And let's see, where did I get you? I got you from Oregon. Can't think of the guy's name, but he came to me as a 2-month-old. He was eating superb Jim Jolly snakes, Jim Jolly reptiles, whatever he calls himself. Again, good breeder. I have no problems with him. I had a couple of issues with his shipping arrangement. It got here in time, but I didn't like the way that he packaged the snakes. Basically, this snake was in a bag that was in a box. It had the styrofoam, it had the heat pack, but inside this box, in the bag, there was no filler. A lot of shipments that I've got have had newspaper filler or some kind of the plastic peanuts, whatever, but it kept them from getting jostled around. He was just in a bag in a box. So everybody knows FedEx, and they're going to toss the boxes around. He wasn't, to me, he just wasn't secure in the box. Not the point where he could get out, but he was, it took me a long time to get him calmed down after I got him. And I'm assuming it was a very stressful trip from Oregon in a bag. His nose was rubbed real bad. It took probably 3 sheds to get that fixed. What? But after we got him calmed down, you can't go in my mouth, dude. And got him shed a couple of times. I just kind of power fed him for a little bit to get the sheds over to get his lip fixed. But great snake. Titanium Super Tiger. And titanium with a T comes Telephus. Again, Greek name. Pretty sure you picked up on all that. So, any questions about this one? Leave it in the comment box. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video on meeting all of the males. I would do the females, but that's basically all that I have. I think I'm at 17 females right now. That would be a really long video. If you do want to see that, go ahead and comment on there, and if I get enough people that want to see it, by God, I'll do it. I don't care. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Spread it around, tell your friends. If you like my channel, go ahead and tell your buddies to subscribe, and we'll try to get some more frequency on the videos. Starting to get a little bit more people subscribing now, so hopefully the word's getting out. I know I'm not real elaborate on the editing and everything. It's basically one shot and upload it. So if I screw up, I'm not going to edit it out. If I get bit, I'm not going to edit it out. I'm just going to go with it. So, yeah, no music either. I tried music one time, and they told me I couldn't upload it because of copyright infringement. All right, so there's all my males. Hope you enjoyed, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever it takes. I appreciate it. Later.